Bombies. You want an award show?
You got an award show.
What kind of award show?
X-Bombers award show. Bombies.
You want categories?
We got categories.
Our categories.
All come with stories. Bombies.
Now is the time to interpretive dance. Bombies. The Bombie Awards, the award show recognizing excellence in the world of the X-Bombers. Now please welcome your hosts, SM Nancy Wallace and Carrie Kitty Cousins. Well, hello out there, sisters and brothers and all the others, and welcome to the Bombies. It's the award show where we recognize the people and places that have helped make our 2024 so awesome. And we have quite an award show for you. We've got backstage stories. We've got guests standing by who might win an award. The nominees are standing by via satellite. And we've got all kinds of nonsense planned tonight for you. And the first category that we're going to do is called On the Road. On the Road is all about the live shows that we play. We played 70 shows this year in total in 8 different states, and we played some really great events, including the very first Pride ever in Charleston, Illinois, and then also 3 different Oktoberfests.
Which is the biggest deal in the world to a brewery.
We also played 2 weddings, 1 planned, 1 unplanned.
Which is the biggest deal in the world of love.
And we played the Illinois State Fair, where we became arch enemies with the Gin Blossoms.
Which is the biggest deal in the world of the universe.
Now, playing live music isn't actually in vogue these days. We love it, and all of our fans seem to as well. But the bands starting off these days, a lot of them don't even want to play live. They want to become what are called TikTok bands, where they communicate with people online, they build a following in that way, and sure, there's no expensive equipment, and you don't, have to load things in and out, and you don't put hundreds of miles on things, and there aren't any mysterious musician injuries.
Why do we do this again?
We do it for the people. We do it for the people and the places and the great experiences we get to have and the ability to connect with people. And that's what this category is all about, recognizing those people and places that help make our live music, especially in 2024, so awesome. And Kitty, let's start us off. What's the first category?
Our first Bombie of the evening is for Best Road Texter.
Ooh,
Best Road Texter.
Best Bombie. First Bombie ever, actually, is what this is here. Prestigious.
And the Bombie goes to Eric from League of Erics.
It's Eric from League of Erics. If we're texting somebody, it's most likely Eric from the League of Erics because he plays so often in the League of Erics, a fantastic 2-piece, which I'm sure you'll see us playing with in the future. He responds. He's so fast on things, so clever. We love you, Eric. Here's what this is.
Congratulations.
All right, so we have the miles roll by. So what's the next category?
An important element to being on the road is being awake and fully caffeinated. And our next award is for Best Morning After Coffee Shop.
We stay up late playing these shows, and a lot of things can happen when you play a show. You get good and dinged up doing this sort of thing, and nothing makes you feel more human than some coffee.
You need a good place to decompress and enjoy your morning brew.
Who's the winner?
The winner is Pettibone Coffee in Dayton, Ohio.
Pettibone Coffee in
Congrats.
Dayton, Ohio. Fantastic place. We discovered it this year. We were a bit beaten up from playing Dayton, which happens from time to time afterwards. And it was the fanciest coffee program. And
it was great.
Avocado toast fixed this right up. So here's goes to you, Pettibone. What's the next category, Kitty?
Our next category is for Best Late Night Driving Food, which can be difficult. Sometimes late at night, your choices are very limited.
Very limited. Sad. Usually dry.
Usually.
You get Gardettos or nothing. So
you get Waffle House or nothing.
A little bit of Southern hibachi. But we don't have time. We got to drive.
All right. The winner is, Gracie's Lucky Burrito 2.
Gracie's Lucky Burrito 2. Congratulations.
Delicious.
Open till midnight right off I-57. We're driving by. If we get out of a place and it's like 10:15, we think we're going to get there. Chili Rana Tacos. Excellent. Thank you, Gracie's Lucky Burrito, too. All right, so we're out of the, like, support role categories. It seems like we're now into the main kind of music making elements of this for the Bombie.
We've reached to the part now where best tiny stage.
Best tiny stage, okay.
Good category, good category. There's a lot of good ones.
Okay.
Best tiny stage.
What do you got?
And the winner is Bulquarian Brewhouse!
In Monroe, Wisconsin. That's right, Bulquarian Brewhouse. It may be a small stage, but it's perfect size for Kitty and I to set up there and play. They never complain about volume. They love it. They're so supportive. We did our record release there, and it was to capacity, so much so that people had to share tables.
Can you imagine?
And they did so, and they had a wonderful night. We love Bulquarian. You'll see us there in 2025. Ethan, Bulquarian, everybody there, this goes out to you. What's the next category?
Now a sort of opposites category. This is the best multi-band venue.
Okay. We don't do many of those.
We don't.
So who's the winner here?
But the winner is... Oh, no surprise here.
Oh,
Blind
Bob's, Dayton, Ohio. Blind Bob's is one of the best places to play in these United States. We don't play a lot of multi-band bills, but we do there because for the last 10 years, we have played every date we've played there has been loaded with awesome bands and awesome people. This award also goes out to Brandon, who books there. He does such a good job.
Such a good job. Has fabulous taste.
If we had a Booker Award...
It would go
to Brandon. Brandon Hawk, this is for you. All right, what's the next category, Kitty?
It appears our next category seems oddly specific to me, but it is best backdrop painting.
Well, you play in front of a lot of things, right? We got this behind us tonight.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So we want to have a nice backdrop. So, Kitty, who wins?
All right, the Bombie goes to Skeleton Key Brewery.
Skeleton Key Brewery. Woodridge, Illinois, the best backdrop painting. Not to say that it's not one of the best venues that we play. Best beer, best people. Anyway.
But your backdrop is especially fabulous.
The best in the world is what you're winning this award for. So, Paul, Emily, everybody at Skeleton Key.
Congratulations.
Who's the next one?
Our next category is also oddly specific. It is the Rosé All Day Award.
Who's going to win this one?
All right.
It's a state of mind.
The winner is the Wine Cellars.
The Wine Cellars, Macomb, Illinois.
Fabulous.
Our favorite happy hour to be playing, one of the coolest places. They introduced us to what's called a Quonset hut. We love that place. The first time we played there, we were like 5:30, but we had such a wild time there. The fact that they fit in that from 5:30 to question mark.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
When you see us playing there, join us for a little bit of Rosé all day. Julia Craig, this goes out to you. All right.
Our next category is best place.
Best place. A lot of things in consideration. Park Place.
Park Place is up for the consideration.
Edison Lighthouse Place. Right? So who won this one?
All right, let's see. No surprise here. It's Val's Place.
Val's Place, Dixon, Illinois. Our friend Val. So many great memories in that place. Building them more and more every year. Fabulous people. If you want to just go to a place where everybody fits in and connects and has love over music, as Val's and Dixon.
Val's is the place to be.
All right. What's the next category, Kitty?
Our next category is best place to be pooped on by a bird.
Yes. Well, I mean, nobody wants to be pooped on by a bird, but clearly there's some better places than others. And Kitty, who wins this award?
Gee, I have no idea. It's Reserve Artisan Ale.
Reserve Artisan Ales in Galesburg, Illinois. This one over here got pooped on not once, but twice during a set there in summer, and it was still a great show. That lets you know what a wonderful place it is because everybody kind of came together and rallied. And
people were so nice. They were so nice.
They were so nice. They helped clean it off, and they insisted on tipping us so we could go buy a new dress at TJ Maxx the next day.
Very sweet.
Reserve Artisan, Galesburg, Illinois.
Well-deserved Bombie.
Here it is. All right, and what's our last category?
We are down to the last award in this category. We have a few more coming up.
Okay.
And it is the Road Warrior Award.
What a rush. All right.
Let's see who the winner is.
It's a tie.
We have a tie.
Oh my God. Eric from La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Our guy, we've seen you at so many places. whenever we see Eric, it brings this light and happiness when we see him, and we're so excited to. We saw him all over the state of Wisconsin. If we were playing Wisconsin this year, we likely saw Eric at one of these. Always so glad to see him. My favorite thing about Eric is when he dressed up as grown-up little Pete from Adventures of Pete and Pete.
So good.
Wasn't this year, but we're rounding up. Eric,
so
this
good.
goes out to you. And we have another one for...
and also Rich and Connie from St. Louis.
Rich and Connie from St. Louis, Missouri. We've seen you at so many shows, including our 14-year anniversary. We're always so glad to see you. And also, you win this because they've brought us Modelitos, which is a 7-ounce Modelo. How adorable is that?
So adorable.
Many reasons why Rich and Connie win this award, but this is just one of the many. So, we're going to take a brief commercial break right now, but we're back on the road to a new category, which is called Excellence in Excellence. So stay tuned to the Bombie Awards. The X-Bombers 2025 Fan Club Pack is now available. This year's pack has an exclusive hand-cut, hand-screened 7-inch record, an awesome shirt with copper ink, and a tote bag with that same exclusive design. This year's 7-inch record has a song, Everybody's Gotta Pick a Side on it, which is the theme from the epic fantasy Gates of Divinity. It sounds like a mix between Blue Oyster Cult, The Status Quo, and a pack of stylish Valkyries. Every one of the discs is hand-cut and hand-screened, and just like the record, the shirt and tote are designed and screened by Kitty herself. The only way you can get this song and these textiles is through the Fan Club Pack, and there are only 40 of them in the entire world. So support your favorite duo and demonstrate your superior taste for only $39 shipped to anywhere in the United States. Go to thexbombers.com/fanclub.html. Last year we sold out in just a couple weeks, and when they're gone for good, so don't delay and order now. Welcome back to the Bombies. The X-Bombers are committed to excellence.
That's why it's in our name. Yeah, EX. It's an abbreviation for excellence.
That's not what it means.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm choosing to have it mean.
Regardless, we're committed to excellence on this award show. And right now we're about to recognize excellence in the field of excellence. So let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it. Our first award is for...
What's the first bomb you go to?
Best Interaction.
Ooh, this is where you have a moment where you feel like you're in a film or a TV show, a little back and forth. Who won?
No surprise here. This is Amy from Hotel Trempolo.
No things there. Kitty, could you play Amy and I'll play me at Hotel Trempolo after a show? Right?
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right. No one with a drum machine will ever play here.
What if New Order wanted to play Hotel Trempolo?
If they wanted to come here and play for tips, I would let them.
New Order, she did this too. It's the best thing. She's like, I hate drum machines, they're awful. She would let New Order play for tips. I love Amy. We do so much.
You earned this, Bombie.
Hotel Trempolo. What's the next one here? Let's keep this moving.
All right. It looks like our next category is best piece of furniture. That's kind of strange.
Okay, let's find out what's in it.
All right, let's open this up.
What wins best piece of furniture?
The table.
Ooh, the table in
Decatur.
In Decatur, Illinois. The table. The table. The first time we ever played Decatur, it was filled with a few friends who came out to see us. They were artists. They were music people. Brian, Mary, Shani, Trani, Joel. You all came to see us. It meant so much, especially as the table kept growing, filled, and had a second table, an auxiliary table.
Well-deserved excellence and excellence.
Thing. Yep. Move on. What's next?
Let's see. Speaking of excellent things, our next category is Doughnut of the Year.
Donut of the Year. This is a big one. We eat a good amount of donuts because we do a lot of driving. Donut places are open late night. So what have we got?
And the winner is, no surprise here, Bill's Donuts.
Bill's
Centerville,
Donuts.
Ohio.
And what particular donut won?
They won for their cake sticks.
The cake stick. Oh my goodness. Few things are better in this entire world than a Bill's Donut cake stick. It's open 24 hours. Kitty, how many is the most you've ever bought to go?
I once bought 100 cake sticks. You know why? Because they freeze really well.
There's a box that looked like she bought a coat from Macy's. They filled it with cake sticks.
That's
Wonderful.
Right.
What's the next award?
Let's see. The next category here seems to be Best Chicken. Another odd one.
All right, Best Chicken. And who wins this award?
Well, let's find out. Best chicken. Oh, it goes to Henrietta.
Henrietta, that's your favorite chicken. There's no surprises there.
What?
Henrietta's standing by via satellite. Let's go to her now. Wow, that was a stunning neo-Marxist critique of late capitalism.
Wow.
Surprising to me.
Surprising depth from a chicken.
Wow. Well, what's the next category?
Let's see. It looks like our next category is Best Mascot.
Best mascot, a lot of things competing, a lot of sports teams, a lot of businesses, a lot of things. Kitty, what won?
The winner, Celia at Mascotonic.
That's a no-brainer. Celia, which is the best mascot of the year, best mascot of all time, part of their Lovecraft beer message. If you look closely, you'll find Celia actually in our music video for I Keep Trying to Fix Bad with Worse. We love playing in front of Celia. Mascotonic, well-deserved, wonderful mascot. What's the next category?
This is a oddly specific category. Most intriguing piece of mail.
We're not talking circulars here. We're talking about the most intriguing piece of mail. We've got a lot of weird stuff and great stuff like books and records and fan stuff. So please.
The winner appears to be Derek from the Demerits. For this 2012 bootleg concert at, I believe, Cal's. Is that correct?
Cal's Liquors 2012. He recorded us using a boombox. This is the only live concert from maybe Complete X Bombers thing until 2020.
Sounds right.
So the only thing from the 2010s is right here on this tape.
Fabulous.
Not quite sure what we'll do with it. Maybe we'll put it on. We won't. Hey, convince us to put it on vinyl and it'll happen.
That'll never happen.
And so what's the next category?
Speaking of vinyl, our next category is Best Chaotic Record Store.
Ooh, all right. Part of the sport of a record store is the dig. The dig through the bins. Kitty, who won?
Just give me a shovel, friend. Gromy in Lima, Ohio.
Gromy's in Lima, Ohio is the winner of this Bombie. He deserves it.
Well deserved.
You may have to dig through there. There's piles. There's things. If you might get lost, but you're gonna find some excellent things. And somehow Gromy knows where every piece is at. We love you, Gromy. You definitely deserve this.
If you get lost, it really helps to have a partner in life to help get you out of that record store.
if I had a Bombie for best segue, so what's this one for?
So that brings us to our next one, which is Best Spontaneous Wedding.
Best spontaneous wedding. Okay, interesting.
Rodney and Nancy at Artesia Brewing.
Artesia Brewing, that's right. Rodney and Nancy. We showed up. They had about 2-3 days to plan the wedding. We showed up. We saw that they were having a reception. We asked the owner kind of sheepishly, can we play a first song so they can have a dance? Every couple should have a first dance. We firmly believe that. And they did. And they had such a cool time. And they were such cool people. And we ended up meeting like their family later and stuff like that at a later date.
Lovely.
Rodney and Nancy, you're probably coming up on your first anniversary too.
Probably about time, yeah.
You're a Bombie Award winning couple. So that's awesome. What's
Congrats.
the next award?
Speaking of fabulous couples, our next award is Best Planned Wedding.
A lot of people got married this year. Royalty, billionaires, artists, all sorts of things. Who won this award?
Best Planned Wedding goes to Mark and Susan.
Mark and Susan in Dayton, Ohio. Blind Bob's, Dayton, Ohio. Wow, what a night that was too. We were part of their award, their wedding ceremony.
That's right.
Actually mentioned.
We're mentioned in the vows.
We're mentioned in the vows, and they showed up, and the first and only time Mark will ever dance with Susan happened with us playing in our goating, and,
That's right.
And it was a wonderful moment. Oh, we're glad to call you guys friends. We're so happy for you. This award goes to you.
Congratulations on both your wedding and this Bombie Award.
Which we know one of these is going to be a little more special. And what's the final one?
It looks like our final award in this category, Excellence of Excellence. It is Best Supplier of New Fans.
New fans. Where are they coming from?
Where are they coming from?
Maybe it's our awesome videos on YouTube.
Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's Facebook.
Maybe it's there. Maybe it's just a friend who's like, we mentioned some people from Road Warriors.
Maybe.
So who wins this one?
Well, let's find out. Oh, the Gin Blossoms.
The Gin Blossoms are our best supplier of new fans in 2024 because when we were playing the Illinois State Fair, how many people left the Gin Blossoms to come see little old X-Bombers? And then they went back and brought their friends as well. We met so many people that night. I kid you not, it was dozens of people. We're leaving the Gin Blossom. We were playing at the same time across the fair. And who they keep seeing? The X-Bombers, right?
I bet some of those great people are even watching tonight.
They are, right? hope so too. And our hope is like you make sure we make sure that the Gin Blossoms know that they've won a Bombie.
Congrats, guys.
You deserve this thing. You have a lot of fans. You can spare some of those fans. 2025, you want to win this again. You have us open for you once. We'll bring some people. You'll bring some people. It'll be great. Well, we're coming up on our final commercial break here, and the excellence continues on as we award our highly anticipated Partners in Crime sets of award. Nominees are standing by via satellite, so stay tuned. You've heard us play it on stage and read about it in a best-selling book series, and now it's available on super limited 7-inch vinyl. The A-side, Firebird Woman, was featured in the book Disenchanted from the 24/7 Demon Mart series by DM Gay, and is a piece of glittery boogie rock in the style of the Dotsons or Bronzeville Station. And the B-side is the theme song to the Demon Mart series, an absurd little punk rock ditty called At the Demon Mart. It comes in either radioactive glow-in-the-dark or demonic black. Supplies are super limited, with only 25 of the glow-in-the-dark and 100 of the none more black. It's catchy, it's fun, and it's likely the only traditional X-Bombers 7-inch we'll ever release. Pick yours up at a live show or thexbombers.com today. Welcome back to the Bombies. We've taken you with us on the road, we've recognized excellence in excellence, and now we're about to go through the most prestigious, anticipated award of the night. The category is Partners in Crime.
I thought you said what we were doing was all perfectly legal.
Well, it's just a fun name for a category, like when you're collaborating on something crazy.
Like a bank heist?
Yes, but... No.
So it's like a legal bank heist.
No, that was just an example of a collaborative thing.
Well, why don't you just call it something like collaborators? You know what? As I said it, I knew it wasn't right. We'll just call it Partners in Crime, and we'll deal with the legal repercussions later.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So we've done some really amazing things that we're proud of and grateful for in 2024, and that wouldn't have been possible without people working with us. Partners in Crime.
Partners in Crime.
Partners in Crime, and we're about to go through some now. We've got some nominees even standing by via satellite to accept their Bombies. So let's start it off.
It takes a lot of work to plan an event. So our first award is for the Best Event Planner.
Oh, event planner. Okay. So, Kitty, who won that award?
Ooh, Karen Pope for the first ever celebration of Pride in Charleston, Illinois. There we go.
For the very first time here in 2024, Charleston, Illinois celebrated Pride. And we are the people who made that happen because we just didn't tell anybody, we just did it. Great things happen when you just do it. But one of the first calls very early on was to Karen, and we said, Karen, we're doing this, and without hesitation, she's like, great, what can I do? And we started riffing and working together, and it wouldn't have been such a great event without Karen. Wonderful collaborator, great friend.
This Bombie's for you.
We appreciate you, Karen.
Every good event planner is really just a person who is able to make stuff happen. So, our next award is the Make Stuff Happen Award. All right. And it goes to...
The straw who stirs the drink. So what do we got here, Kitty?
That's a good way to put it. Sherry from Columbus, Ohio.
Sherry from Columbus, Ohio. We appreciate you so much. The term superfan gets thrown around sometimes, but you set the benchmark.
You're so much more than that.
You set the benchmark. You make stuff happen. You encourage us to do things. You brighten our day. It's always glad to see you. We saw you in Springfield and Columbus and Lancaster, Ohio. And you were amazing and sent us cool things like bracelets and records in the mail. And
speaking of making stuff happen,
that
brings us to our next award.
Well, it could. I don't know what it is. What's the award?
Well, the award is for the best book of 2024. Do people still read?
Oh, yeah. If it's good, they read. If it's not, they don't read.
And the winner goes to DM Gay for her book Disenchanted from the 24/7 Demon Mart series.
I believe we have a copy right here.
Oh, how convenient.
Right? You can see her nails here. So this is a wonderful book because, well, we're in it and it talks about our song. There's the M in it. And so we just appreciate this book. It's wonderful. Give it a read. It deserves it.
Congratulations on your Bombie.
And the other thing is, it's a really good book. It's really funny. And you'll see us doing some more Demon Mart related stuff in 2025. But this starts it. It's the book of the year. Heisting
a bank is something perhaps this person who receives this next award would do. This is the biggest troublemaker award.
Troublemaker of the year? Okay. Who's going to win this Bombie?
Biggest troublemaker. I wonder. No surprise here. It's Kevin the Cockroach. And if you saw Kevin's behavior at the record release party, you would understand that this is a well-earned award for Kevin.
From the 24/7 Demon Mart series, he's even claiming he wrote the song Firebird Woman. You believe that?
I do believe it, because Kevin is a troublemaker.
We'll see him again in 2025 as well. So, Kevin, this goes to you.
Our next category is a fabulous category. We receive some of the best fan art.
We do.
So this year's best fan painting goes to...
We hang up all of it, by the way.
We
If
do.
you send us stuff, we frame it and yes.
It goes to Brian Batzel.
Brian Batzel! Oh my goodness.
Do we have Brian live?
Hey, actually, he's coming in live from Batzel Studios. Why don't we go to it?
Let's go.
I'd like to take a moment to thank the Academy and the X-Bombers for allowing me to make such questionable art for them. And thank you for this Bombie Award.
Wow, Brian, that was... yes, we're so glad to see you. You're one of our favorite artists. Your things are hanging up on the walls in our house. We love your art. Kitty,
You
what do we
are
call him?
truly a master of art. You are the Rembrandt of cat anuses.
He is. Brian, you're a friend and an amazing artist. You deserve this Bombie.
Our next category also requires patience and dedication and fabulousness. It is the Best Mastering Engineer Award. Let's see.
The person who gets things ready for the people.
It goes to Jim Diamond.
Jim Diamond. Oh my goodness. When we said that we were going to prepare our music to go from the analog realm to the digital realm, I said there's only two people in the world who I would let do this. And one of those people was Jim Diamond. And much to our surprise, he wrote us back and was like, yeah, this sounds great. Let me do it. And everything that we've done lately, including our New Love is Easy CD, the digital versions of the Cornet Experience, and the Demon Mart stuff.
Yep, Firebird Woman. If you hear that, that's him.
That's Jim Diamond. You deserve this award. You are a true mastering engineer and just a gift to music. Thank you for working with us, Jim. You deserve this Bombie.
And you know, even though really he was instrumental in mastering these like digital versions, our next category has to do with
Records,
vinyl. It is the best vinyl only radio show.
Ooh.
Seems a little specific to me, but
Gonna win this Bombie.
let's see here. And the award goes to Blue Island Radio's Vinyl Fridays.
Show the people.
Oh, do we have
I am bold. You show the people that we're not making this up. That's the thing. They were supposed to be. Okay. Brandon and AP Lindsay are here, but the storm.
Oh, there's a snowstorm happening. So
But the audio's working, so let's go to them now.
Hello, everybody. This is Brandon.
And AP Lindsay.
And we are honored to accept this year's Bombie for Best Vinyl Radio Show for our show Vinyl Fridays on the Blue Island Radio Podcast Network. It's a high honor. We humbly accept, and we'd like to thank Nancy and Kitty for bestowing this great major award to our show, Vinyl Fridays, and we hope to play a lot more vinyl in this coming year, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brandon, AP Lindsay, we appreciate you. We love your show. We listen to it all the time. Vinyl Fridays on Blue Island Radio is a wonderful show.
It's on Fridays.
Yeah. It's if you're driving somewhere on the weekend like we are a whole lot.
Yep.
You listen to Vinyl Fridays.
That's right.
Okay, what's next?
What is a podcast? No, really, what is a podcast? Our next award goes to Best Podcast.
A podcast.
It's not radio. It's not TV. What is it?
It's from the old days, the iPod, and you'd listen to it on it, and that's what it is.
What's an iPod?
I like how you're pretending to be young here. Like, you're like, I don't remember these things.
Grandpa.
Thank you for the season 5 news radio reference, by the way. This is for the best podcast, the thing that we can't stop listening to, the best thing in the world. Kitty, what won?
The winner, of course, is Jim Cornette for the Jim Cornette Experience.
Jim Cornette, this Bombie is for you. And for the Jim Cornette Experience, for what it's worth, we were listeners, and it was our favorite podcast, and then we became the theme song to that podcast. it strapped a rocket to it and made us love it even more. We appreciate it. We still listen to every episode. It's a wonderful show. I think we enjoy listening to it sometimes more than we enjoy watching the pro wrestling itself. Jim, we appreciate you. Wonderful show. Kitty, what's next?
I still don't know what a podcast is, but
you listen to it every week.
I do know good taste in music when I hear it. And this next award is for the podcast producer with the best taste in music.
This is a high award here. All right, what do I got?
It's Brian Last.
The great Brian Last, the producer of the Jim Cornette Experience and Jim Cornette's Drive-Thru, the number 1 and number 2 pro wrestling podcast in the entire world. And Brian found us in the email pile and gave us a spin. And man, the guy knows music. If you listen to the show, he and Jim
flawless taste in music.
Always talk back and forth about it. He's in a room surrounded by instruments. When we've gone back and forth, immediately, we had a conversation about the Mooney Suzuki. The Mooney Suzuki is a band we love. Brian, this is well deserved. I know you're the hardest working man in podcasting, but you can put this piece of hardware on your shelf along with it. You're a Bombie Award winner.
This next award proves that although gold and silver get a lot of attention, bronze is still an Olympic medal.
That is.
The award for the third best pro wrestling podcast goes to Jumping the Rail with Reb and Minders.
The Jumping the Rail podcast with Reb and Minders. We've got him now.
Oh,
we've come
fabulous.
live via satellite. Let's go to Reb and Minders.
Red,
Yes.
did you hear?
What?
We have to thank the X-Bombers.
We love the X-Bombers.
We do love the X-Bombers. We need to thank the X-Bombers.
Thank you, X-Bombers.
Do you know why you're thanking them?
No.
Okay. Well, we are the third best podcast, and we won a Bombie.
Nice. And because we know who the top 2 are, I'm taking that as a huge compliment.
Oh, me too. Because, it's this guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be this guy. But
Yeah.
thank you, X-Bombers. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Nancy and Kitty.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you, Reb and Minders. This is a well-deserved award for your show. We always enjoy listening to it. And thank you so much for understanding why Corny has to be 1 and 2. You get it. But you always come up with such cool ideas for your podcast, and we always listen. Jumping the Rail.
This next award really sums up this entire category, I would say. It is the best video collaborator
In the world.
Let's see who won.
See who wins this award.
Prestigious. It goes to Josh Groob.
Show the people that Josh Groob indeed won
Oh,
this.
Josh Groob indeed won.
Josh Groob was the camera operator on Get the Experience with us. In addition to I Keep Trying to Fix Bad with Worse and Business Deal, Josh shows up when we do. He leaves late. He gets beaten up as much as we do in the process. He is just so committed to the craft with us. We're so lucky to have you as a collaborator and a friend. This Bombie is
Bombie's
well
for you.
deserved. So there you go.
Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I climb a ladder, I get the strangest urge to reach above my head and to maybe leap off said ladder.
Well, you could also use the ladder in order to do things like adjust microphones and lights, like things that a grip on a film set would do.
Interesting. Maybe that's why
Let's
this
combine them.
next award goes to the most hardcore grip.
Most hardcore grip. This person's most committed to the craft of gripping. So who wins?
The winner is Matt Hatter.
Your friendly neighborhood we've
got live?
We've got him at the Matt Hatter Den. He's there. All right, Matt, take it away.
Your friendly neighborhood maniac, Matt Hatter here, to graciously accept the most hardcore grip award given to me by the X-Bombers. The experience in itself was a reward enough. Getting to scratch a little bit of that theater kid from high school. And much like in Theater Kid in high school, I didn't get a whole lot of screen time, but that production and just running all over the place, making sure everybody was where they needed to be, and just getting to experience that, it's definitely worth it. And I really hope to see you guys again soon.
Matt, you definitely deserve this. Matt's a great pro wrestler and does crazy things. He's committed to his craft of pro wrestling, but on the Get the Experience video shoot, man, no one was more committed to the success of that project. Good person, going to be successful at whatever he does in this industry. Matt, you deserve this. We'll see you around.
They say that some people have more punchable faces than others. This next award goes to the best person to hit with a tennis racket. Seems oddly specific.
Lot of options there if you work through the world.
And the winner is Lucas Thomas, of course.
Lucas Thomas played New York Bro in our music video, and we beat the heck out of that man with that tennis racket. He left like bruised and injured. Like people asked him when he was at work the next day, what happened? And well, Kitty was beating him with the tennis racket. And the thing is, he was up for absolutely everything. He also helped put together the music video release and made it in such a big deal. We caked him.
His punchable face takes a lot of abuse from us. So we would just want to acknowledge it with this Bombie.
He was even at these things, even after getting caked by us, he was like, I got a friend who books this sort of thing. And we love Lucas. Lucas is always looking out for us, and we appreciate him. So thank you, Lucas.
Very nice. This next award goes to the Pro Wrestler of the Year. Now, this is a very intense category.
A lot of people have been nominated from us.
A lot of people.
A lot of things coming. CM Punk. MJF. Yeah, MJF's doing that. The Rock is back. He's in the mix. Let's see who won.
Very competitive. Let's see what we got here.
We got a tie.
Whoa! We have a tie.
We got a tie here, and this tie is the first winner in this one. It's our guy, the journeyman, Jeremiah Plunkett, right? Let's cut to him. Yep. Okay. So we've got him live right now via satellite from Tater Peeler, Tennessee. So let's go to him.
Ex-Bombers, you know you screwed me out of those duo championships. But when you get knocked down, you gotta get back up, and get up I did. All the way up to the top of the heap. I am the NWA Mid-America Heavyweight Champion. This is Miss Teeny, and she is my love, and I plan to hold her for a long, long, long time. Just like the grudge I've held against you. So imagine my surprise when I realized that I've been not only nominated, but I've won Bombie for Wrestler of the Year. I'm glad that you have finally understood greatness. I'm glad that you can finally see talent. Champion to champion, let's let bygones be bygones. Thank you for the award. Thank you for the Bombie for Wrestler of the Year. Now let's go off and maybe let's have a conversation about some new theme music, huh? I think we could make some beautiful music together. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Jeremiah. We appreciate you a ton. It was an honor working with you. Greatness recognizes greatness. We saw him there with the Mid-Atlantic NWA Championship. That's right, the National Wrestling Alliance Champion. Long may our guy Plunky reign. He is one of the finest pro wrestlers we've ever seen work or meet. We knew his work before we had worked with him here. He even if he hadn't been in Get the Experience with us, I think he'd still win the award. Who's on the other half of that?
Oh, the other half is, of course, Jay Cross.
Jay Cross, brawling Jay Cross. Oh my goodness. Let's go to.
Do we have him?
He's live right now in Wisconsin. Let's go to him now. He's doing some 12-ounce curls. Let's go to him.
2024. Me and my brother Plunkett gave those dirty, rotten ex-bombers an experience. But you see, now 2024 is over. And 2025 begins with me accepting Wrestler of the Year. So, ex-bombers, until we dance again, cheers and keep them belts shiny.
Thank you, Jay. We will keep those titles all shined up for you, but we don't need to because you've got your own championship gold and you are a menace brutalizing all around the Midwest with AFA and working in all these cool places. Jay Cross
Keep doing what you're doing.
Jay Cross is a beast of a man when it comes to wrestler and clever when it comes to these things too. Great mind too. So deserve this Bombie.
Now I cannot believe it. Time is just flying by. But we have come to the final award in this category of Partners in Crime.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Comeback of the Year.
America loves a comeback, right?
Don't we all?
Everyone loves a comeback too. So
let's see.
So who's part of this? Who's going to win this? There are lots of people who come back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't name any.
Plenty. All right, so let's go for it.
Wow.
WWE, WWF legendary referee Jack Doan.
Fabulous.
Our guy here. All right. So,
oh, are we getting him?
my God, his video link worked. He's here.
Fabulous.
Let's go to Jack.
Let's take it.
Everybody, I just want to say thank you to the X-Bombers for giving me an opportunity to put the stripes on again. And it was an absolute pleasure to put the belts on the X-Bombers. I can't tell you enough. Getting back into it made my day. Jim Cornette, one hell of a video that was sent to you. Thank you, everybody. 2025 is going to be great.
Thank you so much. That was the WWE WWF legend Jack Doan, who was part of our music video Forget the Experience. In fact, he was the one that raised our hands in victory when we became Duos World Champions. And anytime people ask us where those belts came from, Jack Doan's the man who made it happen in that thing. Great guy. It was great to meet him and hang out with him, and we see him and correspond, and he's just good dude. Totally worthy of the comeback. We're going to see what awesome things he does here in 2025. And looking ahead, that man was with WWE and WWF from 1991 to 2013. Let's start talking about Jack Doan for the WWE Hall of Fame. What do you say,
That's right.
Kitty?
Yes, let's do it. Tonight. Let's start tonight.
Comment on it, whatever's going on there, but that man deserves it.
Yes, he does.
Now, before we give the final award of the evening, we do have to take a little bit of time right now and talk about some of the places that we've lost in 2024 that used to have music at them, but are now gone. And amazing people ran these places, and we're going to miss them. And so we've got a little part planned here.
What are you waiting for?
We need music.
Oh, you need music.
Right, so we can... No, they won't Frogger across the screen. We need something a little more...
Oh, okay. I got
classy.
it. I got it.
Nope. It's why?
Well, I don't know. People cry at weddings. I mean, it seemed to fit. Okay. Oh, okay.
You need something.
Something somber. I got you.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
It's in a minor key.
It is in a minor key. Could we like?
Yeah. You want it slowed down?
Please. I feel like I'm sinking in a boat, so like we probably got this. Let's go for it here.
All right.
Let's start off with places we lost in 2024, starting with the thing nearest and dearest to my heart, Mulligan's Bar in Lima, Ohio. Chris and Jody are wonderful people. We spent a decade playing there. So many great memories. Sincerely, thank you, Mulligans.
Thank you, Mulligan.
Next on this list is Steam Hollow Brewing in Manteno, Illinois. Couple of years there spent playing a bunch of shows, including their anniversary show. Blaine, Natalie,
cool people.
Just cool getting to know you, and the airship we'll miss so much.
So good.
Next is Outskirts Brew in Lima, Ohio. We only got to experience it once, but what a magic night it was, and the people there were great, and we got to have an Al Snow beer.
We'll miss you.
Oh, we'll miss you. Next on this list, it's hard to make music in Central Illinois. We can tell you that firsthand. The Night Shop had a place for Central Illinois musicians making their own music, and we're so supportive. Night Shop, you'll be missed.
Pour one out.
And the nearest and the latest one that stings the most because it just happened, it's Forgotonia Brewing in Macomb, Illinois.
So
genuinely consider them friends. Sean dressed up as me for Halloween. We'll miss Sean and Joey and everybody there. Thank you so much for like welcoming us and having us be a part of that, and try to have us be a part of all these like really important things.
You were fabulous.
You were fabulous, and they had a paw beer. I mean, they just did everything right. So we'll miss you. But while these places are no longer with us, life is funny. Life takes a lifetime because we're gonna see these people again because life is long.
That's right.
And we want to honor a lifetime achievement. And so we're about to give out the Lifetime Achievement Award this year in this year's Bombie Awards. This is the thing that has served the X-Bombers the absolute most here in 2024. And the winner of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award for the X-Bombers is JB Fletcher.
What?
JB Fletcher's our 2013 Buick Enclave. She's been with us since 2017 at almost every single X-Bombers show. She is gold, she is fancy, and she is our home away from home. We've done our best scheming in there. We've worked through how a set's gonna go. She is truly the third member of this band.
So let's have a round of applause.
Huge round of applause, right? But it's not the end, by the way. Like, I know it's not the end of the show yet, so stick around. We got more Bombies coming up. Thank you for everybody who watched tonight on TV or a computer or through our window. Thank you so much to the analog drum machine right here. Thank you to the Radio Shack effects machine. Thank you so much for everybody who came in via satellite, who came on there. Just everybody. We really appreciate all of you so much. We're looking forward to it. We'll see you in 2025.